Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of I Hate the Homies, and we glad that you do. Episode number 115, Rock Teasy is who I be.
It's your boy Griff, a.k.a. Mr. Raider Nation, a.k.a. Mr. Go Blue, a.k.a. Jason the Jet Terry, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave. What an incredible weekend of football, baby. I cannot wait to talk about it.
I don't even know where to start. We can jump right into college football. Then we're going to get to the NFL, do our picks and everything.
I like that.
Interesting topic cross social media about, have you ever witnessed, heard, or experienced your partner pooting?
Passing gas.
Man,
partner, whatever you want to say.
Your spouse or your partner fart in front of you. That's the bottom line. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait till we get to that, man. So let's get it popping, man. We got the podcast, I Hate the Homies, starting right now.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, huh? I've been geeking for this broadcast. Got me in my bag, cause all they do is talk a lot of trash. Wait until I see them face to face off of this podcast. What you gotta say now? Check the facts, don't have the wrong stat. Rock T, he a genius as a sport, make Ricky smile, boy. Super Davey Holly come up short on like it's Cowboys. Always controversial, Griff call out plays, no rehearsal. Got me talking all in circles. I hate the homies. And Griff be laughing like it's funny. But they never bet no money. They my mans, but they throw me. I hate the homies.
So first of all, man, we want to take a quick moment just to thank everybody that continues to listen and follow I Hate the Homies podcast, man. Continue to subscribe, download, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go tell 3 more people to check us out, man. Because without you, we wouldn't be what we doing here. You know what I'm saying? College football, it was the week of the upsets. I want to start with SMU knocking off Louisville. Like,
really? That's the one you want to start with?
I want to start with that.
Yeah, he going with the bottom, but I like that. But remember, I told you, you actually told us that look out for Louisville, and I said Louisville ain't no easy win, and it's in Louisville. Touche.
Come on, man.
I said SMU, yeah.
Hey, dog, they over there at the ACC doing their thing. Don't be surprised if they win this bad boy. I mean, I know Clemson.
Win what? Don't say that. Win what?
The ACC.
Against who? We just talked about this last week.
I mean, Clemson and Miami. I get it. I get it. You know, Miami's going to win it. Miami's going to win it. Okay.
Okay, then thank you.
Oh, you just take it? So Clemson can't. That's it?
No, I think Miami's better than Clemson, dog.
But Cam, he lose, and we talking about Cam Ward, the quarterback for Miami.
And that started Friday night.
He be in struggle games, dog. He be in struggle games, and then he come alive at the end with 1.5 minutes left. You can't, if they put that thing on you, you can't be, you need to.
I want to love Cam Ward because of what he could do on the field, but I'm just telling you, you're Miami and Cam Ward, they're like treading on thin ice because you're playing too close to the vest.
That's what I mean.
It's too many games. We've seen the last couple of games where they had to come from behind. They were down at one point in that Cal game. First of all, I forgot Cal was in the ACC.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's funny. I just remember driving down the street and I saw the Georgia Tech sign that said, Cal who? And I was like, what?
Yeah, like for real. All these teams that's been in these conferences, but they've been at the bottom for so long, you never knew they was even there.
Right.
Well, let's get back to the Miami game because they were down 35-10 at one point with 8 minutes left in the third.
Unbelievable, dog. Unbelievable, dog.
Michael Irvin was at the game because he's supporting the Canes. He was on the ground, like being a baby, just watching this team come from behind. But you got to give Cam Ward his props. I mean, no matter how they do it, he comes alive in that late in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter. I don't know if it's a time zone thing, but they're 2 wins, they're 2 losses away from being out of the playoffs.
I feel that too. I feel like, and to back what you just said, Dave, what's weird about him is he's expressionless. He doesn't look like, oh God, we're about to lose. I can't get it together. He's just.
That's confidence.
It's so even. It's so even.
Yeah.
And then he makes up 4 touchdowns in the fourth. Like, I'm with you. I don't believe, even though he's done it twice already, but I don't believe he can keep being down by 3-4 touchdowns and then come back at the end, because that's people taking their foot off his neck. You got to keep your foot on his neck. That's how he don't win.
Look, man, if you
say that.
I know. That's why I said it.
If you can find a way to win games.
Shout out to your invisible spouse who probably does not pass invisible gas in front of you. Because the story is really about Dave. We just trying to make it sound vague. And
the ghost poots.
I hate y'all. I really do.
Listen, man. Hey, you find a way to win a game by any means necessary.
Right
I vote for that all day long. What's the other upset? Cause we're gonna save the big one for last.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's just go to this one.
Yeah, let's go to Michigan.
Let's go to Michigan. And the Washington people was making it. Oh, it's the rematch of the championship, but they ain't got but two people. Well, how about this? Washington lifted us up. We started our third string quarterback. I have been saying for the last 6 weeks, you cannot win if you don't have a quarterback. We done went through three. They started the third quarterback who's a senior. I mean, you made a decision. Hey, put him out there. What has been going on in practice, dog? You know what? I'm really, and I'm on a big chat with Michigan while we watch the game, so we going back and forth. The whole world know we gonna run, but when we not gonna run, it's easy to stop the run if you know it's coming 3 times a game. Put everybody in the box. Oh, and then put everybody in the box when it's 3rd and 2. And then you try to pass a 3-yard pass and can't make a pass, dog. Again, we have failed from 10th to 24th is exactly what we get. And if they
out
lose,
the playoff picture, you can say that now. You're out the playoff picture.
I don't think so, because we got 3 ranked. No, I'm certain that we not, because we got 3 ranked games against Big Ten teams. And then guess what? I keep telling the Buckeye fans every time I see them at the airport, don't lose till Thanksgiving. Don't lose till Thanksgiving. We beat Ohio State. We good. And then you know what else I ain't know? Why is Indiana undefeated? Why is Indiana undefeated and number 1 in the Big Ten?
Hoosier City, baby.
The Hoosiers,
Hoosier
dog.
City.
So,
no for the hoop game.
I'm not saying out the playoffs yet, because a lot of other things can happen. And when you said last year, Rock, this 12-team thing gonna be crazy. Nobody gonna go undefeated. It's all coming to fruition right now. You got teams like Washington monstering up on the number 10. But again, Michigan looks really bad, dog. I don't know what's going on in there.
You asked the question about Indiana and why they're undefeated. Who has Indiana played?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but guess what, dog? In my whole life,
they won the game.
Indiana,
they won. The goal is to beat your opponent. Whoever your opponent is, the goal is to beat them.
Well, Ohio State is out here playing Bowling Green and Western Kentucky and people that just got out of jail. So I'm used to that, but I'm just saying, can we keep this momentum in the Big Ten so Michigan can get back in the rankings? Because right now, man, all the commentators is like,
let me tell you something about Michigan. SMU better than Michigan right now.
Absolutely. No, I'm
SMU will beat Michigan right now.
The Commodores is better than Michigan right now. Washington is better than Michigan right now. Virginia Tech is better than, because guess what? They all got quarterbacks. They all got quarterbacks.
It ain't the point of SMU being way better than Michigan. It's the point that SMU has a quarterback. And you guys have been graced with quarterbacks over the years, especially with J.J. McCarthy. Y'all had him. I got it and turned the ball over. They played within the game plan. Now you don't have a quarterback. That's the key. That's the key to any football team.
Stupid, though. Like, these dudes ain't getting 90 yards in a whole football game passing. You the quarterback. Next game.
But I want to say this. I don't know how in the hell you thinking y'all going to still be in the playoff picture. You got Illinois.
They done.
You got Illinois.
We can
beat Michigan in a couple of weeks. You got Oregon in a couple of weeks. Oregon.
That's a loss.
I know we got 3 ranked games. I'm saying if we can turn it around, listen, brother, I'm gonna keep the hope. I'm gonna keep the hope. Who knows if a quarterback? Where is the transfer portal when I need it?
Right, exactly. Hey, let's get to Arkansas over Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was good. I like
you
that.
know, is that really an upset though? I know Arkansas is not ranked, so technically it is, but Arkansas, man, they're not that bad. Last year they lost a lot of close games.
They've been kind of sweet the last 3 seasons.
A&M,
yeah,
at Cowboy Stadium at the Death Star. So
Yeah.
that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
so
not really
they're not bad, but for what Tennessee was, everybody.
But we've been saying Tennessee is just a loss away from. I mean, hypo is good. Tennessee is always good, but Tennessee is always mid SEC winners.
Who was the big win for Tennessee?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, who didn't have a quarterback, right?
No.
Oklahoma ain't no threat this year.
No, but that was Tennessee's biggest win of the season.
Man, I just said because he don't have a quarterback. That's the whole point. That was the big win. That's the big name on their schedule. That's it. Until they play Alabama.
What are you shaving with, Rock? Your face is so zesty. I don't know where, Dave. I don't know where to look. He got all his shiny head, his nose, his lip, his cheeks. Man, put a fake beard on or something, dog. Like the glasses with the.
No, put something black on his face. Just have a black beard.
God, dog, you are a whole pinball over there. I'm trying to bounce you off the bumpers.
No, you said it best a few months ago. He's a skin cat. That's what he looks like. A naked cat.
Hey, you say I got a dope shaver.
Face
huh?
is beautiful, dog. You are a fetus.
Damn.
I just want him to stand up so I can see his umbilical cord real quick.
You call me a fetus, dog.
Oh, second trimester face. All right, let's go to the. That's the funny, KC. Let's go to the next game.
The Minnesota USC was in Minnesota. That was another big one.
Hey,
there was a lot of top teams.
No, it was a big one because
kind of sort of, but we all know USC. We know what they missing, bro. They ain't got no. They don't know how to play defense. USC would never have a defense.
And Super Dave been saying that since your boy left Oklahoma and went over there that he's an offensive player, and to see Minnesota for me. So for me, Minnesota is one of them teams. I think Minnesota had a running back for maybe 2 seasons, then dude broke his ACL. Like, they just never have been sweet, dog. And then USC was supposed to come off that loss and then really do something, but Minnesota showed up. I don't know what happened last week, dog. Everybody was. What's the next game?
I mean,
the next game is.
Yeah, because, the whole Syracuse over UNLV, because UNLV was ranked 25 at the time. Okay, it is what it is. But let's get to Vanderbilt knocking off the #1 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Did y'all watch it?
Vanderbilt.
Did you watch it?
I watched the second half.
Yeah,
Vanderbilt was 0-60 against top 5 ranked teams.
Right.
Before
You're not even exaggerating, dog.
0-60.
Right.
6-0.
Right.
And they came and man, let me tell you something. If y'all didn't know about Diego Pavia, now you know who he is. That quarterback, that whole team, man, they literally just said, we ain't afraid of y'all. We ain't scared of y'all.
Yeah.
Let's go. And did you see him on the goal line when they rushed the ball in and they just bully footed,
blew them boys
Alabama.
Back.
blew all them first round picks back. That's what they did.
Come on, man. Which brings me to my point.
You only caught the first half. I sat there.
No, he said the second half.
Second half. I sat there and on my couch, I wanted to see what Alabama had after the way they played in the second half against Georgia. Even though they came from behind to beat Georgia and win that game and send Georgia on their way. I just felt like it was going to be a letdown. This to me was going to be Kalen DeBoer's his escape from the Nick Saban shadow.
Right.
If he could come behind, I ain't talking about beating Vanderbilt,
right?
But having this team ready to play after a big game like they did against Georgia.
It would have been 70-10.
Yeah, but the problem was
70-10.
But the problem was, I'm telling you, from the first play of the game, when Vanderbilt drove down the field, scored, and then you had the the pick six from Jalen Milroe, at that point, I knew they weren't gonna win this game.
Well, so you watched the first half, and me and Rock watched the second half. I actually probably watched the third when I was over some game I was watching. I was like, actually, Alabama is down to Vanderbilt. Let me go to that game. Was you saying to yourself like, oh, they could lose today? Or did you say, are they having a horrible first half?
No, when he threw the pick six, and that was in the first quarter, I said they're gonna lose today.
Was they shook though, dog? Because to me, I saw a working together team.
They kept coming from. They kept trying to come from behind and keep the score close. But Vandy always had an answer, and I think the problem was, and even under Nick Saban, they've always had problems with quarterbacks that could scramble. We saw that with Johnny Manziel, and we saw with this kid. They had a problem with that, and with the defense, you saw what the defense did against Georgia in the second half. That same defense carried over to this game. These boys wasn't ready to play. They couldn't get Vanderbilt.
They couldn't get
off the field on third down.
Vanderbilt, the Commodores. And here's what you gotta love if you graduated from Vanderbilt 40 years ago. They played a video after they ran out on the field and they won. They played the video of Nick Saban saying that ain't nobody nowhere ever been scared of Vanderbilt. They kept playing it. They looped it. They kept playing it over and over.
You know why Nick can say that? Because from 2007.
Oh, he ain't never lost to Vanderbilt. He's undefeated against the Commodores.
From 2007 to 2023, they played 4 times against Vanderbilt. How many points do you think Vandy scored?
17.
In those 4 games.
17 total.
30.
13 points.
I know it was in the teams.
4 games, 13 points.
Yes,
but they scored 40 on Saturday. 40. They had 23 at the half.
Hey, this.
And they took the goalpost and threw it in the doggone lake. Ocean, whatever doggone it.
The river. They threw it downtown Nashville. That was actually that was my favorite part of the whole weekend as far as kids having fun in school. These boys broke the field goal and then walked it 3 miles, hella far, but had police escorts and fire. All the streets was filled. Everybody in Nashville was there. What a big win. If they don't win no more games this year, all they're going to talk about is that field goal getting thrown in the river. That the Nashville police had to pull out as soon as it got thrown in. But what a big game for Vanderbilt.
But not Kalen DeBoer when to see what pressure is all about. Because when you're in Washington, when you're in Seattle, and you win some of the games he did, they're loving you there. But when you lose some games like this, you can lose to Georgia. You're going crazy.
Tuscaloosa.
You're going crazy if you lose to Georgia. But how do they feel right now losing to the Commodores? How do they feel right now?
Like a regular old team. Regular old team.
And
you had no, and the worst part, Rocket, you had no answers.
None.
Everything that Alabama tried to throw at them, the Commodores had an answer for it. They never had the lead in the game. Never.
Which goes back to the NIL
and the transfer portal. No.
Because of those two that work together, the playing field is level.
You know what the problem is? I'm not saying that. I'm not giving you that. The problem is
you don't have to. It's a fact.
You beat
look
Georgia.
What's happening. Look what's happening in college football.
There ain't no fact.
Look what's happening in college football.
I wanted to say this to both of y'all.
This ain't out there.
I wanted to say this to both of y'all though. Colorado only got 1 loss.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I was gonna get to that. Hey, but guess what? They got Kansas State this week.
They could be close. They got the way everybody fell off.
3 votes. They got 3. Are they in the top 25?
It don't matter. It don't matter. SMU's in the top 25. Let's shout out to SMU. They ranked number 25 right now. How about that?
That's fine. Talk about SMU in the top 25. We said Colorado. He mentioned Colorado. Are they in the top 25?
Not yet.
There's nothing to talk about.
Sure, there is. They got 5 wins. They 5-1.
They might take Michigan's spot. Then we can talk.
Dude, you
felt good about that? You felt good leaning forward in the camera, saying that?
We'll see what happens with Michigan
then. Grow up.
Hey, Colorado will beat Michigan right now.
Absolutely.
And that's not just hype. That's for real.
But here go the bad part. when the defense is on the field for 90 minutes, dog,
man.
You can't win, dog. We don't have a quarterback. We don't have 3 quarterbacks. Now they talking about we got 6 quarterbacks on the roster, and they talking about. I said, man, I'm cool, dog.
You need a quarterback that can give you at least 10 to 13 points a game because you get the rest from your defense.
We need a quarterback that can give you 100 yards in one game. Grow up.
No, that's boo-boo.
Exactly, dog.
That's boo-boo, man.
Exactly.
Well, let's
the top 25 didn't change much from this past week. I mean, it changed a lot.
Yes, it did.
I know, because of all the blood we saw on the weekend.
Hey, Texas gonna win it all.
Who?
Let's go ahead and say that right now. Longhorns gonna win it all.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Go and put them in championship. But anyways,
tell us the top 10.
Texas is number 1, and they ain't play nobody. They'll get their test against Oklahoma.
They finna slaughter Oklahoma this weekend.
We'll find out. Number 2 is Ohio State.
Yeah,
they play Oregon. That's the game of this weekend.
Right.
Oregon wins that one.
I agree with you on that one. Penn State. I'm still shaky about Penn State.
Penn State does this every year. They'll lose randomly to Iowa State and then fall like, trust me, garbage.
Penn State number 4, Georgia number 5, Miami number 6, and Miami shaky right now because we'll see what happens with them. They play some close games. I got to look at the rest of their schedule. Alabama number 7, they will move up because they will beat some of the teams that's coming up on the schedule.
You can't say they will beat just like that if they just got beat by Vanderbilt.
After they just got mollywopped.
You can't say that casually like that.
They hope the coach get it together.
If you can say Texas is casually going to win a national championship, which is stupid, foolish to say right now, they ain't played nobody.
Hook them
horns. Hook them horns all. You can do this all day. Bro. I'm doing this.
Hook them horns.
Look, I'm being respectful. Them boys, I'm doing this.
Yeah, come on, baby.
No right.
I mean, their secondary is garbage. They ain't
you got Iowa State at number 11, dog. These teams will lose, dog. Iowa State, Notre Dame, BY, all these Boise States.
Bro, you going
that running back.
I told you guys. Now you gonna listen to me? What did I tell you guys 3 weeks ago? What?
They're running back for Boise State.
That
boy averaging 230 yards a game.
10 yards per carry.
Right now.
Yeah.
10 yards per carry.
But everybody is like, even if they got him 3rd, they got Cam 2nd, and then they got your two ways.
Not from what the one I saw. It's Ashton first. And you can either go Cam or Travis Hunter at number 2. But right now, Milroe dropped from losing the game against Vanderbilt, and he needed to drop. But right now, this Ashton Genty, this kid that stayed in school.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I've been telling you guys.
It's him, Cam, then what's his name? It moved. Well, guess what, dog? If everybody know you running like that and you still running like that, it's 230 yards a game. He's averaging, dog.
The first play from scrimmage against Utah State this past weekend. The first play, 65-yard touchdown.
He's a problem, dog.
And he set out 2 second halves. He set out against Utah State. And
he getting 200 plus yards and not playing no more?
Yes.
Yo, he nasty, bro. He nasty. Yep.
Y'all better watch out. I've been telling y'all about this kid. And he had a chance to go somewhere else because other schools were offering him money. But he said he wanted to stay with Boise State because
goofy Boise State with the blue field.
Let's not. Hey, y'all can believe all that if you want. I guarantee you, Boise found some money to give him. Now they probably didn't give as much as what he was offered, but I guarantee you they upped what he was giving.
Yeah, because the whole world talking about Boise State.
Come on, man.
That counts for something.
They found some NIL money for that brother. Ain't good for them.
Yeah. But if he had a chance to go to Miami or any other school and they got more money than what Boise State did, still the goal was he wanted to stay with Boise State.
Yeah,
no matter what they offered.
If Boise State would have said, "Sorry, guy, we don't have nothing for you," he'd be in Miami right now. I guarantee. I guarantee. They came up with something.
You can so casually say this. When I brought this up 3 weeks ago, nobody was talking about this guy.
You know what? When you said it, in my mind, I just think of that ugly field, that Smurf field they got, dog. And I'm like, you can't even see them running if they got them blue unis on. Who playing? The big game this week is the Red River Shootout?
No, that's gonna be a blowout.
Okay, all right.
So what's the okay? So here, let's talk about that. Well, actually, South Carolina got to go to Alabama. South Carolina been playing some tough games. If Alabama don't win this game right here, dog, that dude is officially in the hottest seat in the whole world.
They bounce back. I mean, I think the one thing that Kellen DeBoer, what he's doing different than what Nick Saban did, he doesn't have them on a leash, and it shows in the game. These guys are too comfortable. If you watch that game Saturday,
that's what I was asking you when you saw the first half. How was they playing? Because they was playing not united when I watched it.
Yes, and that's the problem. And when did you see Jalen Milroe? Did he dance any time last year when he made a touchdown when Nick Saban was the head coach?
They don't play them games up.
You see him dance. You see him doing every single thing in the end zone. That's something Nick Saban didn't really allow.
They playing. Are they treating dude like a substitute teacher? Because when you said off the leash, okay,
he did that on his own because he came in with the mentality of what can I
want to be your friend.
Exactly, that's it.
Can't do that.
It's gonna be different than Coach Saban. We ain't gonna be doing triple days no more.
I'm gonna give you this example. Rock knows this. When the Cowboys were bad, and they brought in Bill Parcells. They brought in a guy that was a hard nose. They didn't put up with any BS, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It worked for a little while, and then Bill retired after the fumble with Romo in Seattle in the playoffs. He retired right after that. They brought in who? Wade Phillips. The guys were loving him.
Yeah, he the nicest dude. He be Santa in December for everybody every year. He's a fun man.
But guys are not looking. I mean, they say that guys want that, but in the end, they want somebody that's strict.
You got to have a
Jimmy Johnson.
If you join the military, you get a drill sergeant. A drill sergeant going to put you together because he wants you to win. He's not going to love on you. He might take you to the side and say, that was good what you did today, but get back out there and do it. Like, it ain't going to be a lot of praise.
As parents, as fathers, we're going to be harder on our kids than what the mother would be. Now, they don't want to hear that, but my wife knows it.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth.
Thank you. You got I'm looking at the game.
How about this? USC will beat number 4 Penn State. It's in USC too. Penn State ain't that sweet, dog. Watch USC on that game.
I'm not so convinced about that. I'm not convinced about that, dog.
No,
I'm just not convinced that USC is like.
You don't believe yet.
Yeah, USC ain't no threat to me, man.
But I'm not. I know they're undefeated, but I'm not convinced about Penn State.
Yeah, and I was gonna say Penn State ain't played nobody. USC has actually been playing everybody every week and barely winning and losing. But every year. This is when Penn State lose when they number 4, they number 2, right around here.
Like we said, the game of the day would be Oregon, Ohio State, and they're playing in Oregon.
Oregon gets that one, dog. I think Oregon's for real. I can see Oregon, Texas in the championship.
You got Ole Miss, the SEC battle. Ole Miss against LSU.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Number 9 Ole Miss against 13 LSU in. But I like your boy at Ole Miss. Oh, that quarterback for Ole Miss throws rainbows, dog. They look like ducks, but they hang in the air so long and they go right where they need. He's
dropping the basket.
Yeah, but they were hanging in the air too long when they played Kentucky. Remember, they lost Kentucky the week before.
He's throwing ducks. I don't even know how he accurately throwing ducks. I ain't never seen a style like that before. It's kind of cool and dangerous at the same time.
I mean, you got some good games coming up, but I think the ones with
Colorado, Kansas State, they both 4-1.
Yeah,
and it's in Colorado.
That's the game of the week right there.
That's the one I want to watch.
Don't do that.
It's the game of the week because everybody. This is like the. I mean, they
beat Kansas State. They ranked.
Come on, automatically. You got to rank them then. You got to rank them
right now. The game of the week. So you rather watch Kansas State, Oregon. I mean Kansas State.
Yep.
Colorado.
Over Texas, Oklahoma?
No, Oregon, Ohio State.
No, Texas, Oklahoma.
Oh, the Oregon Ohio State game gonna be fun.
Yeah, those are 3 good games
of the week.
Here's why the Colorado game is the game of the week. One, it's prime teasy, my kneesy, prime time. All right, it is what it is.
He had a head coach. He's a player. Go ahead.
Whatever. Only fools believe that stuff. Second of all,
the only fool that's on the talking right now.
It's everybody want to see, is this 4-1 for real? And this is an opportunity. We're gonna find out. That's why it's exciting to watch, fool.
It's not exciting to watch.
As much as you hate on Colorado, as much as you hate on Colorado, you be the main one in front of the TV watching every play. You know why you watch every single play? Because you can't wait for them to lose and you can come on here and talk about it. But guess what? They ain't losing. They ain't losing.
It's a late
And you're the
game.
only one that looks
It's
stupid
a late
because
game.
you're
It's
still
a late
talking
game.
about
You're
it.
like a fool right now talking about. I mentioned Oregon and Ohio State.
I've already cut my ears off, dog.
Statement. That really is. Your credibility. You're losing it in sports. You really are.
Only a fool to believe that. Hey,
that.
Griff. You know, if you argue with another fool, you become one, right?
Yeah,
You see, I ain't saying nothing. That's why I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
I asked you, Griff, who was the game of the week. That's all I asked you.
The biggest game
one simple question.
this week is Ohio State, Oregon.
That's it. I don't hear anything else. Ain't no but.
Okay, you're right. That's the biggest game of the week.
Okay,
all right.
Don't let him tell you what your opinion is.
No. I want to move on because I just know he's a hater. I know he hates Colorado.
It's your opinion.
It's in his soul.
Hey, don't bring your standards down to his level. Don't come down here.
You're garbage, just like prime time.
Don't come down here, bro. Don't come down here.
Let's go to the NFL.
Don't come down here.
Garbage. It's garbage. Move on now.
Let me help you out, you little buddy. Let me help you. Yes,
he answered my question. He already answered my question. Thanks, Griff. You already answered it. Thank you. Move on, Griff. Thank you, Griff, for answering my question.
NFL coming up next.
Thank you. Let's move on to NFL. Something he don't even know about either. Come on, move on
garbage. We could go. Let's go with the losses, and then we'll go do our picks, and then we'll do the fart thing.
I think you just did. The guy that's talking right now passed gas. Rock. Thank you. Credibility gone out.
Hey, breaking news: the Jets just fired a head coach.
Hey, for real though.
I'm looking at it. No.
They did? For real?
Breaking news: Jets fired Coach Saleh after 2-3 start.
So that's the credibility again for Rock. He said they were going to the playoffs, and I said they wouldn't.
Hey, man, it's still early. Maybe this is going to turn around.
They ain't going to do nothing.
They fired homie. Yeah, all right, let's go to the NFL and say, Rock, breaking news, man.
You just said it, bro.
Oh, No. I was just reading it at the same time. Let's keep that
in there. Shoot.
All right. Hey, man. Aaron Rodgers, no one in the whole world is scared of Aaron Rodgers no more. That coach fired. But here's my problem when you fire somebody at 2-3. Who are you going to bring in? Who you going to move the special team coach up to interim? You going to bring, you can't make a decision like that. The Jets is garbage. I thought y'all was trying to get your boy from the Raiders. I thought y'all was trying to move some stuff around. You just going to fire dude. That ain't fair. They've lost in London. Go ahead.
Bill,
and you and him look the same in the face, by the way.
Bill Belichick.
Belichick ain't no loser, though. Belichick ain't going to leave his crib. Belichick making good money doing gambling commercials and other stuff. He ain't going to leave his house and say, you know who want that job so bad? John Gruden. John Gruden would do anything.
John ain't getting that.
No, he ain't getting it, but Belichick ain't no loser. Belichick he played in that division for 25 years. He ain't messing with the Jets.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, who else out there?
I mean, but at a situation like this, Super Dave, do you fire your head coach and then you start saying, who do we pick up Bill Collier? Because remember, Collier was talking about, I'm starting to itch again. If it ain't a Bill Collier, if it ain't or Cower, I'm saying Collier.
Yeah, Cower.
If it ain't a Cower, and it ain't,
nobody's gonna come.
What do the Jets think they doing? Miami is over here getting lifted.
Who's the head coach of this team right now?
Of the Jets?
Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you. That's it. It's been that way even the last 2 years. So this guy had no choice but to get fired. But what happened against the Jets when they played in London? Who threw the interceptions? Who looked
Aaron
like a pathetic quarterback? Okay.
He looked super duper.
He looked old. He looked old.
He looked old.
I can't even argue with that. You're right about that because it's like I understand why they're doing what they're doing. They're 2-3. They're trying to save the season,
and he don't get along with the coach. And he don't get along with the head coach.
So we got to bring somebody in here that can possibly help turn things around because at the end of the day, they still got a pretty good doggone defense. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers.
But your defense, but here goes when we was talking about Michigan. When anybody's defense is out there too long, you're not good no more. Now because your quarterback, your offense is doing 1, 2, 3 and out. We just was out there. You know what I'm saying? Now your defense don't get to be good. Now that little cornerback and the defensive tackle and that linebacker they got, they're tired and they're swapping them out and they're doing yeah, man, it ain't fun, dog, when the offense ain't sweet.
Hey, you better call Bill Belichick and hope he still got something left in the tank to say, hey, sure, I'll come in just to see what happens.
But Bill wouldn't take it in the first part of the season like this. If anything, it's going to be through an off season because then he went against his guys in. Why take over a crapshoot or a junkyard like you crap?
I can explain why. Here's why. When Tom Brady left the New England Patriots, New England went like this. Bill Belichick has an ego too. He wants to believe that even though Bill and Tom is probably one of the best coach players,
it was him because he was the coach. I'm the coach. He's the player.
Right. Brady went off to another team, won a Super Bowl. Bill Belichick didn't. So he's got an ego like, okay, I still want people to think that I can still be the greatest coach of all time without Tom Brady. So that's why he would possibly consider this situation. You never know. Will he accept it? Probably not, but I would at least make the phone call.
But I would give you that if it was the end of the season and it's a new year. Not
it's week 5.
Not
early. You can turn your season around.
Hold on, not 6 games in because you're still dealing with who as a head coach? You're still dealing with Aaron Rodgers.
But who would Aaron Rodgers respect?
With Bill Belichick, who's going to want more power? Who's going to want the power?
There's only 1 or 2 people that can come in that Aaron Rodgers would immediately respect.
And Belichick would be one of them. Absolutely.
Bill and Cowher. Cowher. The guy those 2 players, I guarantee you, Aaron would probably say, hey,
but while Aaron Rodgers is sitting here trying to respect coaches, homie, you need to get some respect in the locker room because they sitting there going, Sylvester Stallone, Liza Minnelli face, you not winning, dog. Like, what's happening?
But,
he got to stop crying and pouting too. He got to stop crying and pouting.
I mean, every interview, they not getting my camp. They not getting my count. They're not,
and that's why I said, who's gonna clean up that mess? It's about Aaron Rodgers. But the Jets knew this.
Stupid move on the Jets.
The Jets knew this when Green Bay willingly wanted to get rid of him. They wasn't fighting to keep Aaron Rodgers there.
No,
they knew they had in Jordan Love.
Yeah.
If you really love somebody, just like Brett Favre, we're going to let you go away because you're going to be somebody else's problem. And over the last 2 years, it's been the Jets' problem. He ain't the same player he was that won that Super Bowl. We give him all the props we give him all the props in the world, but the guy only has one. For all that talent we've given him, he can throw a pretty ball. But I can think of other quarterbacks that are better than Aaron Rodgers.
I just feel like the Jets put their fan base and the city, like, now as a Jet fan, this happens to y'all. Y'all be 1-4, y'all be 0-5. Season is over. You start concentrating on baseball playoffs real hard. But I just think that's kind of dirty if you ain't got no solid to make the linebacker coach the interim coach or to make the defensive coordinator is interim coach, yeah. But the problem is, who was the quarterback last year? Zach Wilson, right?
Yep.
Through 5 games, Zach scored 31 points on that offensive side. For the Jets, how many points have the Jets scored this year?
How many?
93 points. You're getting the same guy.
You got 93 points,
guy, but a younger guy. What you mean?
Did you say he scored 93 points so far in the season?
93.
And they scored how many last year up until this point?
93.
Oh, I thought you said 30-something.
No, 93.
Oh, okay.
They're the same team they were last season.
Well, I mean, Zach Wilson and an aged Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking aged Aaron Rodgers any day of the week.
You supposed to. But now look at the situation we in. We got an aged-ass Aaron Rodgers, and we losing.
We got an aged-ass Aaron Rodgers and a sorry-ass offense because of him. He looked bad in the London game.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That London game was awful, dog.
And give Minnesota their credit. They came out and they played.
Minnesota's good right now. They hot. But still, though, this was supposed to be, let me show the young man who I am. Yeah. And he didn't. What can we talk about? And I really like this game because I'm in Atlanta. The Falcons came back and beat the Buccaneers in overtime. Kirk Cousins he now has the Falcon record. Matt Ryan or Chris Chandelier, none of them was able to do it. He threw for over 500 yards, in one game. These black people in Atlanta love them some Kirk Cousins. Let me tell you something. Kirk is special out here to them. Big Boy from Outkast sent a tweet to the homie and was like, let me buy his grill. Because remember, when he was in Minnesota, he was all draped up with the homie's jewelry. Yep. Big Boy said, let me buy him a grill and welcome him to Atlanta. So we're going to see. He's dove into this culture, and he got these people's back.
Say what you want. I'm waiting for my opinion on Kirk Cousins because we've seen this before.
But but here's the deal. Kirk has won and has been successful pretty much everywhere.
He was a winner. Yeah, I was about to say he was a winner in Washington.
He quietly has won in his entire career.
Now playoffs. Now he's led the league every year.
He's that. He's Dak Prescott. That's what he is.
He's Tony Romo.
Oh, don't ever do that. Don't do that.
You a jerk. You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose because you know how he feel. Don't now you done came down to his level, dog. But you just said
jab. But look, Tony Romo's dope. He's just in a certain category.
I believe what Rock is saying, that he has been consistently good.
Absolutely.
What's cool about Kirk Cousins right now, he's coming off a horrible injury, and he's looking good. He's not looking slow. He's a good game. And then there was a battle because Baker Mayfield is sweet with Tampa Bay.
When he got that guaranteed money from Minnesota, right? What was the goal? It wasn't the goal to being great in the regular season. It was about what?
The goal is always Super Bowl, bro.
No, about still winning playoff games. Just like Dak, it's about winning a Super Bowl. But I'm saying
Super Bowl.
But where do you make your mark? How do you make a name? You
got to win the Super Bowl.
Everybody ain't gonna win a Super Bowl. Everybody not gonna win a Super Bowl. So how do you go where that guy is still a great quarterback? And when I look at Kirk Cousins, he's not a great quarterback. He is not a great quarterback.
You just said.
But how can you say statistically though?
Listen to what you just said, bro. You just said, how do you grade a great quarterback even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl or make a run in the playoffs?
I said playoffs. Playoff wins.
So stats has nothing to do with anything when you're grading a player over a career.
Marino had great stats, right?
One of the greatest of all time.
Dan Marino at the top? Is Dan Marino at the top?
He's one of the probably top 10.
No, is Dan Marino at the top? That's all I asked you.
Jim Kelly, you got to put up there too. Went to 4 Super Bowls, didn't win none of them.
Who did we talk about?
What you talking about?
Tom Brady, Joe Montana, guys that win in big games.
Right.
That's all I'm talking about.
Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach. We can go down a list of these quarterbacks.
Right. I said big games. I'm not talking about regular season. I don't care about.
You can't eliminate disrespectful by not. If that man throw 4,800 yards a year for 4 years in a row and not make it to the playoffs, he a garbage quarterback.
Come on, man.
He's average.
Come on, man.
How do you judge him?
I'm ready.
All right, next game.
I'm ready. I'm ready to end this episode right now.
What? Y'all, I can't talk to y'all. How do you judge him? When y'all talk about that, hold on.
You just said. You just sat up here and said.
When y'all dog Dak out, and they went Cowboys went 12-5 the last 3 years.
Who dogged Dak out? Who's dogged Dak out? I've never dogged him out. I've always said
I've been telling you for 115 episodes. I wish we could go 12-5.
Look,
I've
always said Dak was sweet. Because you can't eliminate. Yeah, okay. There's levels to this stuff. You got the ones that has won the Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls. You have ones that have won playoff games. Then you have players that never won a playoff game, but they played. They had an amazing statistical career. And you can't knock them and throw them to the trash and say they just average just because they haven't made strong playoff runs in their careers. Because to your point that you just made, the point you just made, everybody can't win a Super Bowl.
After Lamar won the MVP, he's won it twice already, and they lost the way they did last year against the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's still having a great career.
No, that's not what we said.
Oh my goodness,
that's not what we said.
Oh my goodness,
we said he can't win the big one.
But he's still having a great career.
Can't win playoff games.
But he's still having a great career.
This what I want to say. In 2015 with the Redskins, 4,100 yards. 2016, 4,900 yards. 2017, 4,000 yards. 2018 with Minnesota, 42, 3,600, 4,200, 4,200, 4,500. The dude is a good quarterback. Don't do that. Don't do that, Dave.
Come on, man.
Don't do that, Dave.
Average good. He's not great. That's all
He's
I'm saying.
He's not going to the playoffs. His team, out of the 11 people that's on the field.
Matters? What matters? It's playoffs. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about the regular season.
That's because you're a stuck Cowboy fan. Other people actually do care about stats and how people.
Ask the Baltimore Ravens, their fans too. It's what you do in the playoffs. Ask the Cincinnati Bengals, it's what you do in the playoffs.
We're not
fans.
We're not denying that. We're not denying that.
Yeah, I'm not.
The only point that we're making is those quarterbacks that never
look. That's how he talk. That's how he argue with his wife. You see how he just
exactly, man.
Yeah,
I'm listening to y'all.
The quarterbacks that do not have success in the playoffs or win Super Bowls, but they have amazing statistical regular season careers. You can't. Those are still great players. They just couldn't. Like you just said. Everybody ain't gonna win.
They're good players.
Okay, let's skip to it. Let's skip to a player that's playing real great right now. The Commanders is 4-1.
Jaden Daniels, baby.
They beat the Browns. This Jaden Daniel kid has obviously clicked in with the team, with the coaches. He is playing wonderful. I really thought the Houston Bills game was a solid game for C.J. Stroud. What'd you think?
Yeah. CJ looked like himself last year a little bit in this game. He finally came alive a little bit.
Yes.
But let's go back to Jaden Daniels, man. I mean,
let's go back to him.
Jaden, he's playing so just fluid and relaxed and fun.
Yes.
Like on a sandlot. Like he's just like he drawing up plays in the huddle. Like, hey, you run this down and out. You run this post corner. Let's go to work. All right, cool. And he's so relaxed, man. And the dude looks good, like for real.
The one game they lost this year is the one game that one team that really played a pretty good defense against him, and that was the Buccaneers. I think he's a good quarterback, but again, only time can tell because we'll see what they do against the Baltimore Ravens against a better defense. You think I'm going to give him praises for the Browns? Yeah, the Cowboys beat the Browns. The Giants beat the Browns. I don't care about them.
Look. The Raiders beat the Browns.
The Raiders beat the Browns. I don't care about the Browns. You look at their schedule right now. From what? Yeah, you play with the guys. They play the teams that's on the schedule. That's fine. The Giants are no head beaters. You can beat the Giants.
Well, let's talk about the Cowboys, dog. Let's go to the Steelers game. The Steelers look strong.
I can just disregard my point when I'm just trying to make.
You're not making sense, bro.
No. I heard you.
Y'all sit up here and give this guy praises about what he's doing so far.
Praises is strong. We said he not having a good season right now, dog. He's not playing good.
He's okay.
Black Cloud.
You a hater Cowboy fan, and you got to play them twice a year. I just remember.
Your opinion does not matter.
You deal with us. That's fine.
Hey,
but they ain't play nobody. Keep going.
Pittsburgh Cowboys.
You don't want to listen to anything. Y'all go on.
Pittsburgh Cowboys. First of all, the two of the greatest uniforms of all time are being on the field together playing.
Who didn't?
What happened?
Who picked the Cowboys?
You won.
You won that. You got that pick. Yeah, you got that pick.
That's how he do his wife. This is called, ladies and gentlemen. This is called. What do my therapist call this? The passive aggressive. That's what he's doing right now. He acting like he's doing something right now.
What you saying about the Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers? Keep going.
Absolutely. The two uniforms were great. Like, when you had the electronic football game back in the day and it came with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys.
And you put a penny on that running back and you made him move a little faster, Joe.
No, I just love when the Cowboys and Steelers, because you think the steel curtain, you think the doomsday defense from back in the day, man. Just watching those two franchises play was dope, man. I actually enjoy it.
That game ended at 1:18. It was an hour and 40+ minute delay because of rain and thunder. But with Dak Prescott winning in the last 20 seconds and being focused, I just thought it was a big deal, a huge win for Dallas. And nobody really knew how the game was going to go because it was really close. And Justin Fields ain't that sweet yet. He winning. He just ain't that sweet yet.
Well, he lost 2 in a row, right?
Yeah, you could tell he
Hey, and there's a reason why
the Cowboys have not played an exciting game all year long. I mean, I'm not even counting the 2 games they lost at home, even on the road. Yeah, they won those games on the road, but this game against Pittsburgh, it was 2 average teams playing against each other. It really was. And Dak, I'm happy they got the win because I picked them, but Dak was awful for 3 quarters. He had 2 picks and the fumble. He had the 2 picks in the red zone. You cannot turn the ball over in the red zone. You're a $60 million quarterback. $60 million quarterback. If you can't go get other talent around there because of the money you're making, you still got to make other guys look better. What does and I'm not comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes doesn't complain when he doesn't have players out there. Tom Brady really didn't have a receiver.
Mahomes don't say one thing, dog. He play with who he got.
Exactly. And he makes them better. That's the problem.
Yes, but quiet as a kept. Patrick Mahomes, before this last past game, had 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
But they found a way to win. But they
but I'm just saying he had 5.
I know. But who do you trust? Who would you trust in that position?
That's not even a close question. Come on, really, bro?
You don't even ask that question.
You come on. There's certain questions you don't even have to ask.
No, I asked the question, bro. Your credibility has been lost, so I have to ask the question with me. Weird. So I have to ask the question.
Don't go low with him. Don't go low with him.
Not gonna
Let's get to these picks. The NFL was the Raiders. Let me just comment on my
football. Y'all need to watch more football.
Let me comment on my Raiders. We was winning 7-0. Big.
Watch half of the game. Watch the entire game. Come on, let's go.
From somebody that's never played football. Go ahead.
I play football. So what you gonna say now?
What position you play?
I didn't play the sissy sport like baseball.
What position you play?
Somebody was sorry in football. And you was on the field.
You was a defensive back. I ain't gonna lie. I had a short homie that was a defensive back.
What'd you play?
A problem all of high school.
What'd you play, Rob?
Wide receiver.
Okay, that's fine.
Middle linebacker, running back, fullback.
You also ran track, right?
He was fast, dog.
You can't hurt my feelings, my dude.
He was fast. He was fast, dog.
Yeah, I won't go low, dog. I'm Michelle Obama.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, dog. Stay in there, dog.
Stay right in my pocket, dog. Coming up, these NFL picks and what we did last week. All right, here go to win. Dave, you got 5 right. I got 5 right. Rock, you got 2. So
I got only 2 right.
Only 2.
Hold on, dog. I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. Down. If you want to know, you better start writing them down.
I sent them to you. You can go through them.
The photo.
You can see, you can see the ones.
Okay, let's see.
And you also told me start doing this before the show. So
absolutely. Because Jacksonville did beat Indiana, right? I mean Indianapolis.
Indianapolis lost.
Right,
we all picked Indy.
Right. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay.
Credibility, keep going.
So I got the Washington, and what are my 2 wins? Kansas City.
You pick Washington and Kansas City. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, move on. Let's go. Make the picks.
All right.
What's the picks this week? Yeah. Go ahead. Let's
build his credibility back up.
Yeah, we got to rebound, baby. Unlike Alabama, we bounce back. Let's go.
How about that? Come on.
The 49ers at the Seahawks on Thursday night.
Well, they both lost. The Seahawks lost in a crazy way, though. And the 49ers just don't have a squad still yet.
They don't have McCaffrey, and that's the big difference to me.
Kittle's back?
Give me Geno.
So wait a minute. So McCaffrey's not back. Who else? They got like 2 or 3 people that's out.
Dog, there's a bunch of people hurt, dog. Yeah, they on a skeletons crew right now.
You got guys turning the ball over in the red zone.
Give me Seattle.
Go ahead.
The Bears, Jacksonville at the Bears. Anybody believe in Jacksonville?
Nope. But I don't believe in the Bears either.
I don't believe in them, but I like young Caleb is starting to get a spark. He's starting to give me the Bears, dog.
Okay.
Jacksonville or Chicago. Ooh, this is a flip a coin game right here. Golly.
Give me Jacksonville. The Bears have the better defense.
I'm going to take Chicago because they at home.
Okay. Yeah.
The Texans at the Patriots. Give me the Texans. I ain't got to wait for this.
Yep. Houston.
Agreed.
The Patriots will be making the first selection in next year's NFL draft. The Commanders at the Ravens. A good one.
That's a good one.
It's in Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
That's a huge rivalry for DC and Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore.
And you know what? As good as Jaden been playing, I believe
he's great. Come on, tell me.
It's gonna be some grown man. It's gonna be some grown man football out there. Give me Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore. Oh, this should be easy one too.
Hold on. Rock, who you got?
That was the first one. I said Baltimore.
I said Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
The Browns at the Eagles. Give me Eagles.
Give me Philly.
And I hate the Eagles, but the Browns and Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's not a quarterback.
Don't be surprised if I'm telling you, he's gonna be on that bench before the end of the season.
And no one is not going to not quote.
I know what you're saying. They need to sit him. They won't because you guaranteed him how much money?
They're going to
$230 million.
Like you gonna play, and we hope you get hurt.
They got to take that on the chin. Go on over there and sit down, son.
Did y'all see the play in?
Go get a massage.
Did y'all see the play against the Giants where they were at? This is late in the third quarter.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It was late in the third quarter. They were inside the 10. On fourth down, Deshaun Watson decided to walk off the field. They were trying to go for it on fourth down. Cleveland was. His coach was telling him, "Let's go for it." He quit on this team and went to the sideline and sat on the bench.
Oh,
that's why I heard that. That's why them people were saying he's done. They were saying he's done in Cleveland. He's done.
He may not even start this week then.
Yeah. All right, next. We all got.
You gave them a reason. Let's go. Next game.
The Cardinals at the Packers.
How about Arizona? Just when you think.
I know. But it's in Green Bay though, dog. That's Lambeau. Give me Green Bay.
Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I don't trust the Cardinals. They're one.
No, they so iffy, dog.
Yeah, they are.
They like COVID. Maybe not. Let me swab me again.
The Buccaneers at the Saints.
Ooh.
Give me. Derek Carr is doing what he always do. Give me Tampa Bay.
We don't know what, and
he may be hurt.
Yeah, that's
Derek Carr
he left the game too. So
I got
give me the
Tampa
Buccaneers.
Bay. All right.
The Colts at the Titans. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I like Indy. Rock.
Yeah, give me Indy.
The Chargers at the Broncos.
That's gonna be a field goal game. Give me the Chargers.
I'll take Denver.
Give me the Chargers. The Steelers at the Raiders. Give me the Steelers.
Dang,
we're gonna win this game, dog.
I think Pittsburgh bounces back. Give me Pittsburgh, dog on it.
You don't even believe what you just said.
Sorry, Griff.
No, we got something to prove, dog.
And Adams is probably gonna be a Jet before you know it.
Oh, he'd probably be a Jet in the afternoon today. It's fine.
The Lions at the Cowboys.
Oh man, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hey, give me them hard-nosed Detroit Lions.
You better. Come on, man. Shoot.
But then we picked against the Cowboys last week, and then they won. Who you got?
Give me the Cowboys.
You better be a fan again.
The Falcons at the Panthers. Give me the Falcons.
Absolutely. ATL.
And we're finding out that what's his name is a what? Backup quarterback?
Oh, the red engine, or what they call him, the red machine gun.
Okay, thank you.
He just beat the Raiders, and now he womp 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 womp.
We all knew that. Better choice.
What did you pick?
Well, I picked
Atlanta. Okay. Bengals at the Giants. Ugh. The Bengals they got a great offense. They got a great offense. They can't stop anybody.
They just can't close.
Joe Burrows is looking low self-esteem, but give me Cincy though.
Give me Cincy.
You got Rock?
Cincinnati.
All right.
And since the Jets have fired their head coach, they'll still be at home against the Bills. Give me the Bills.
Absolutely.
Even if they had their head coach, I'll still go with the Bills.
Exactly.
Let me get out my feelings.
This is your playoff team.
Let me get out my feelings, man. I don't know, man. I just sometimes when you make a coaching change and you got more energy coming into the locker room.
Agreed. Who you got, Rock?
I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with the Jets, dog. I'm gonna pick the Jets on this one.
I like that. Give us something to laugh at next week. Yeah. Go ahead. Next.
That's it.
Let's go, baby.
Good.
Bounce back,
All
baby.
right.
Bounce back.
So look, before we get up out of here, man, we had a very funny. We're gonna come back and ask y'all one question about your spouse's significant other. We'll be right back.
Your spouse, have you ever seen or heard or witnessed her? Or it could be him too, but it's easy for him. But let's talk to the guys. Have you ever heard or witnessed your spouse farting or pooping?
Let me go first.
gas?
I've been married 45 months, and my wife has never farted in front of me. I caught her farting in her sleep. That's it. So shout out to Lanika Fanay for not being a farter. Next.
Well, hold on. Let's get into why we're doing this, because there was a study suggests that couples who are open enough to fart in front of each other
Stay together longer.
May have a stronger bond.
Absolutely. I don't trust you if you don't fart. I see you eating.
And better emotional health.
Right.
Emotional health.
Hey.
Right. I need to know you farting. I don't want to look like the farter in the house. We both farting in the house. Like, I see you eating. When is you farting? I'm always telling her. She like, my stomach is all bloated. You need to pass gas. That's what I say. Lift your leg up on the couch and get you one off.
They're also saying it's a marker of intimacy, honesty, relaxation.
I mean, I can pick other intimate things you could do except
I don't know about intimacy.
Within a relationship, which can lead to more of a trusting partnership.
Here's what's funny. I was on stage 2 weeks ago in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I said, how long y'all been together? Woo, woo, woo. She passed gas in front of you? No. They've been together 30 years. He's never heard her pass gas. Another couple was together 29 or 31. Same thing. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or something. I know my mama was a farter. It does not make me feel away with, if you eat, you gotta fart. Like, that's the rule. Like, it ain't a secret thing. What about your wife?
Crystal lets them go.
How about that?
Crystal let them ride. She let them go, and she ain't no
be
shame.
Mad at us.
Ain't no shame in the game. Handle your business, but I love it for you. You got to release that bad boy.
Well, that's why y'all have a great bond, right? That's what they're saying.
That's part of it. If that's part of the case, that part is true.
Well, then me and my wife ain't talking according to the statistics.
What about yours? Doggone it.
I'm not even gonna talk to y'all about it because you're gonna say I don't have a wife. So why would I talk about it?
The Casper, the friendly ghost poop.
I'm not gonna even entertain it.
Hey,
yes. She doesn't fart in front of me.
Griff, in his house, you just see clouds of smoke, just poof.
Yeah, for me, I have no problem farting in front of my wife, but she will not fart. She will not fart in front of me. And I do it all the time. I'll do it anywhere. If I got to cut loose, I'll cut loose. But
I'm a fart dog. And I like to be in the store and fart and walk and make sure. Yeah.
Well, I fart on the aisle, but I'll hear it and leave that aisle. So then somebody
and
walks
then you be in the other aisle and somebody say, damn!
Hey,
what kind of cold cereal is it?
Hey, have you ever farted in the elevator? Then you got off and there was
oh man.
And then hold on, this is what I say. Man, that dude that just got off on the last floor. That dude is awful. Something is in his soul.
They don't work. They don't believe you. They don't.
No, they be like this.
All I do, I cut loose. If I'm in the elevator, I cut loose, but I'm hoping and praying. I say, God, just so that when we open that door, nobody is
don't
there.
Let nobody be out there. And then it be a fine girl come in. And then, when you walk into an elevator fart, you be like this, hey, how you?
Oh man.
That's what you doing in the elevator by yourself, sir? Grown man style. Couldn't wait till you got out.
Every time.
That's the bottom line. You couldn't wait till you went 3 floors to fart in the world. You wanted to fart in this small.
That's why I don't understand why my wife. You say your wife will cut loose anytime, but I don't know how you cannot. Why do you hold it? It had to come out eventually.
And then here go the bad part. I don't even know. Even if she didn't hold it, at least I know walking up the hallway, oh, that ain't me. She must be farting in the hallway. I don't know when this woman farts, dog. It might be her tubes is tied. She had a hysterectomy and her tubes are tied. Her tubes are so tied, I don't even know how she pee. But
you know what they do?
So who knows?
No, they go to the bathroom. They exit their way.
I see you eating.
They take courtesy walks.
And you eat chili.
Oh, they go to the bathroom like they gotta pee and they go fart in the toilet.
Yeah,
or they just go, or if they're out in the public, they just go somewhere off and then they'll handle their business, or they'll walk through the store if y'all in the shopping mall, and you never know.
I don't know what her farts smell like, dog. We empty nesters. Ain't nobody in the house. I know when the dogs fart.
Well, y'all still got kids. So
a dog fart ain't nothing nice, dog. A dog fart. The dogs fart. Look at you like you farted on them. You like, man.
They do that.
And then they get scared. They jump when they fart. They be like, they looking around.
Right.
Like, where'd that come from?
I be watching her fart in her. Maybe I'll wake up to pee and I'll come back and then I hear her fart in her sleep and I go, oh, there go fart. Okay, I see you. Man, let's get out of here, dog.
Holla at your boy, man. Hey, once again, I Hate the Homie podcast. Continue to tell a friend. Continue to subscribe, download. Rock Tees is who I be.
It's your boy Griff, a.k.a. Raider Nation, a.k.a. Mr. Go Blue, a.k.a. the best that ever did it. We had a sucky last weekend, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave. And I expect another great weekend of football, and I will be watching. Go OU, baby. OU. But guess what, y'all?
We don't care.
We don't care.
Deuces.
I hate the homies.